Well, hello guys. How are you? How are you doing? I really hope that you all are okay. My vacation, my workation, if I can say so, is finally over. I had to take a little time off due to some technical issues with my laptop, but it is what it is. I'm back. And the very first thing that we are going to discuss is our lesson 2 from this course, Complex Tenses Review. What exactly are you going to learn today? We're going to learn how to master complex tenses and use them accurately in context. Some 12 key vocabulary words with phonetics, grammar, present perfect continuous, past perfect, and future perfect, and how to express duration, completion, and sequence like a fluent speaker. And as always, саме цей воркшіт та набагато більше освітнього контенту ви можете знайти в нашому телеграм-каналі та інших соцмережах, де 13th Tense. Можете просканувати цей QR-кодик або написати в пошуковій стрічці, де 13th Tense, і знайти телеграм-канал там. And let's start with our core vocabulary. The first word, duration. Duration. The length of time something lasts. The duration of the project was 6 months. Completion. Completion, the state of being finished. Upon completion, please submit your report. Sequence. Sequence, the order in which events happen. The sequence of events is important to understand. Ongoing. Ongoing. Still continuing, not finished. This is an ongoing investigation. Up to now. Up to now. Until the present moment. Up to now, we have received no complaints. By the time, before or at a particular moment. By the time she arrived, the meeting had ended. Prior to, before. It is quite formal. Prior to the interview, he had prepared thoroughly. Ever since. From that time until now. She moved to Kyiv and has been working there ever since. Throughout. During the whole period of something. Throughout his career, he has worked in 3 countries. Subsequently. Afterwards, after that. It is quite formal. He resigned. Subsequently, the team restructured. Elapsed. We use it about time, and it means to pass. 3 years have elapsed since the project began. By the way, I noticed that a lot of people confuse elapse and elope. Elope, it's about people, when people, for example, do not have a traditional wedding, but they decide to go somewhere abroad or overseas to have a little ceremony there and to not celebrate it traditionally. That's elope. But elapse is a little different. We use it about time and it means to pass. And the last one, culminate, to reach the highest or final point. Years of hard work culminated in a promotion. A little tip. Prior to is a formal synonym of before. You can use it in professional writing in emails to add sophistication. Prior to our meeting sounds much more professional than before our meeting, right? And the first part, 3 complex tenses. The first one, present perfect continuous, have or has been, and you use a verb with ing ending. When do we use it? To express ongoing activity, which lasted until now. Yep. Here are your signal words: for, since, all day, recently, lately, how long. For example, she has been studying for 3 hours. Yeah? She started in the past and she's studying till now. They have been working on this project since January. They've started in January and they're working till now. Past perfect simple. Had and past participle. Past participle is a third form or ed. Yep. Focus. Action completed before another past action. Signal words: by the time, already, before, after, when, as soon as. For example, by the time I arrived, the meeting had already started. So the first thing that happened was the meeting had already started. The second thing that happened, I arrived. She had never seen snow before she moved to Kyiv. So she had never seen snow was the first action that happened before she moved to Kyiv. So basically, if we draw the little line, chronological line, there she moves to Kyiv, and there she has never seen the snow, and there she moves to Kyiv. The same goes for this one. There the meeting started, and there he joined. Yep. I hope it's clear. I hope it's much more clear. And future perfect simple. Will have and past participle. Once again, past participle is the third form, third column, or ed ending. We use it for an action that will be completed before a future moment. Some signal words: by then, by the time, or before. So, for example, by Friday, I will have finished the report. So it's not Friday yet, maybe it's Monday, and I tell you that by Friday, I will have finished the report. Like, I will definitely complete it before Friday, yes? By 2030, scientists will have developed new treatments. Like, it is not 2030 now, but by 2030, they will definitely have developed new treatments. And a little quick comparison. Present perfect continuous. It's for ongoing activity duration. It started in the past and it lasts till now. And key signal words for since how long. Past perfect simple is an earlier past action, and it started in past and ended in past. By the time before already. Future perfect simple is all about completed future actions. It starts now and it lasts till future. By the time before. Here is a little model paragraph. By the time Olena joined the company, her colleagues had already been working on the project for 6 months. They had developed a solid framework, and the initial testing phase had been completed. Olena has been contributing to the team ever since she arrived, and by the end of this quarter, the team will have launched the final product. Please note, past perfect shows what happened before Olena's arrival. Her colleagues had already been working on the project for 6 months. Past perfect. They had developed a solid framework. Past perfect. And the initial testing phase had been completed. Past perfect, but it's passive. Present perfect continuous shows her ongoing contribution. Olena has been contributing to the team ever since she arrived. Future perfect shows the expected completion at a future point. By the end of this quarter, the team will have launched the final product. Here are some common mistakes. She has been worked here for 3 years. She has been working here for 3 years. Has been working, not has been worked. Has been worked is a passive voice. In our case, it's not correct. By the time I arrived, the meeting started. By the time I arrived, the meeting had started. Because the first thing that happened, the meeting started and then you arrived. By next year, I will finish the course. By next year, I will finish the course. Not correct. By next year, I will have finished the course. They had been waiting since 2 hours. They have been waiting for 2 hours. Or you could say they have been waiting since 1 p.m., for example. Yep. You use for with a period of time, so for 2 hours, for 20 minutes, for a day, for a month. And you use since with a certain point in time. So it's basically since 1 p.m., since Monday, since their wedding, whatever. He has been here prior to last week. He was here prior to last week. It's just simply completed past situation. There is no need for present perfect. Quick check. Pause the video. Complete the task. I'm giving you 20 seconds. And then we will discuss the answers, okay? Well, I hope you've done that. I hope you paused the video and completed the sentences. Let's discuss. She has been working on this report since 8 a.m. She has been working. By the time the guests arrived, we had prepared everything. So the first thing that happened, we had prepared, and then the guests arrived. By next June, he will have completed his MBA. He is now studying, and by next June, he will have completed it. I have been studying Spanish for 2 years, and I can finally hold a conversation. I have been studying. I started in the past, and it's still relevant now. They had never visited that city before last summer. They had never been there. Yep. And a little speaking challenge. Could you create 4 or 5 sentences about your career, your studies, or your personal project using one of each tense? By the time I something something, I had already something something. I have been doing something for or since a certain time. By a future date, I will have done something. And a little question for you for the comments. By this time next year, what will you have achieved? Create 2-3 sentences using future perfect to tell me your goals. And if you want to get the workbook, you can go into our Telegram and get it there. The 13th tense. You will be able to get the workbook in there. Well, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe and see you in the next one. Bye bye.